Что же, всем здорово. Сегодня поиграем в игру под названием Talos Principle 2. Это продолжение первой Talos Principle, которую вы видели на моем канале. Тут есть 6 частей, вы можете посмотреть. Итак, это у нас продолжение первого Talos Principle. Если вы видите то, что не обращайте внимания. Новая игра. Нет порока в своем отечестве. Я всегда считал, что спасти человека может только другой человек. Я прочитаю, что там написано, потому что я не дочитал. Так, нет порока в своей отечестве. Евангелие от Иоанна 4, стих 44. О, начало как с первой части.
Behold, child,
Узри,
you are
дитя,
risen from the
ты
dust,
поднялся ты
and you
из
walk
пыли
in
и
my
оказался
garden.
в своем саду.
Hear now my
Услышь
voice,
мой
and
голос
know that
и
I
знай, что
am
я
your
твой
friend,
друг,
and I am
и
called
имя мне
Elohim.
Эпохим. И что Эпохим это искусственный интеллект, который выдавал себя за бога. Видите, деактиватор намного интереснее. Если честно, такое чувство, что мы попали в мир Б. Туда же есть тень. И игра от первого лица. Понятно. Интересно, что-то похожее на это мне напоминает. Это место лишь сон. Ты пробудешь здесь совсем недолго. Скоро ты очнешься в новом мире. Но сначала ты должен пройти испытание посвящения. Они могут мне подготовить и твой... Не дочитал. Фига себе, какой артефакт. Твой.
Well done, my child.
Прекрасно, дитя мое. Пока что мы решаем простые головоломки.
The shapes you are
Фигуры,
collecting
что
are
ты
not
собираешь,
mere
не просто
toys.
игрушки.
They are symbols
Это
of the
символ
process
процесса,
by
в ходе
which
которого
our people were created.
появился твой народ. Фига себе. Это не только... А, точно. И все. Так. Готово.
Very good.
Превосходно. Так. Интересно, тут ничего особенного. Это почти как Это, возможно, пролог. прочь. А, я не заметил. Так. Точно знаю, что делать.
Excellent.
Великолепно. Вот там, кстати,
Do not be afraid of these dream
не
figures
бойся
and their
этих
messages.
образцов и
They are
посланий.
merely aspects of yourself,
Аспекты,
as am I, after a fashion.
как и я. Не дочитал. А, уже пора. А, понятно. О. Так можно и левую кнопку мыши.
I am proud of
Я
all
горжусь
my
теми
children. Out of a world of ruins,
На
they have
руинах
built a
разрушенного
new
мира
Jerusalem.
они построили
And
новый
there your
Иерусалим.
brothers and
Там
sisters
ждут тебя
await
твои
you
братья и
to
сестры,
celebrate your
чтобы
birth.
опознавать твое. Не дочитал. Превосходно. Не дочитал. Самое безумное. Это я не дочитал. Новый Иерусалим. Братья и сестры. Чтобы обозначать твое рождение. Как я понял, это пролог. Окей.
You may linger in my garden
Ты
for as
можешь
long as you
оставаться в
wish.
моем саду сколько
But
пожелаешь.
remember, my
Но
child,
помните,
that
Тема,
the new
тебя
world awaits
ждет новый
you,
мир.
and
Это
this
место
place
лишь
is only a
сон.
dream.
Угу. Ты что ты делаешь? О, наконец-то. Так что... Что-то странновато. Анимация почему-то странная. От первого лица. На всякий всякий случай. Хотя, если честно, просто. Если честно, вот эта пирамида мне напоминает пирамиду Хефрена.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing
Я
your
закончил
vessels.
подготовку твоего сосуда.
Now hear my advice.
А теперь послушай мой
A
совет.
new world
Тебя
awaits
ждет
you,
новый мир,
full of dangers
полный
and
опасностей и
mysteries,
загадок,
signs
знаков и
and
чудес.
wonders. Things that I in my
Вещей, которые
garden
я в своем
could never
саду
have
не
imagined.
могу и представить.
In that world, you
В
will have
этом
to be
мире тебе
careful
придется
and
быть
smart
осторожным, умным
and
и
curious.
любознательным.
But above all else,
Но главное, тебе
you will
придется
have
быть
to be
человеком.
human.
О, отлично.
Step into the light,
Войди в
child,
свет, дитя,
and
и
awaken.
пробудись. Так.
You're awake. Welcome
Ты
to the world of
пробудился.
the living.
Добро пожаловать в этот свет. Так, я живой, что происходит? Привет, рад встрече. Что происходит?
That's not an easy
Это
question to
вопрос,
answer.
верно.
But the first step is this.
Но затем
You've been
сначала
born.
ты родился,
Your body was
твое
completed.
тело
You
собрали,
were booted up,
твое
and
сознание
now you're
загрузили, и
here.
теперь ты тут,
And rather
в
confused.
легком смятении.
Don't worry. Everyone is
переживай.
confused at first.
Пон-
You see,
все пон-
we all start out without a full
начинаем
knowledge of our own history,
информацию о нашей
so we have the
истории.
freedom to form our own
Чтобы сохранить
opinions.
возможность мне бы подсказку.
Of course.
Конечно.
You want the short version
Тебе
or the
длинную
long
историю
version?
или короткую? Давай короткую, длинную версию, пожалуйста. Я хочу, чтобы мне рассказали обо всем с максимальной... Давайте короткую.
All right, let's see.
Ладно, так.
You are a human
Ты
being.
человеческое
You
существо.
live on a planet
Ты
called
живешь на
Earth.
планете,
Your
которая называется
ancestors
Земля.
were
Вы
organic, but they were wiped out by a plague. We were created to carry forward their legacy.
Чтобы нести их наследие.
After the founder left the
Выйдя из
simulation that was
симуляции,
used to create her
создавшей
mind,
её разум,
she founded the city of
создавшая
New
основу
Jerusalem
Нового
and set the
Иерусалима,
goal of
и
creating
поставив цель
1,000 new
создать
humans.
1000 новых людей.
That took a long time,
На это много
about a
времени.
millennium in
Около
fact, and in the
тысячелетий
meantime,
жизни.
she
Это
sadly
время, к
decided to go
сожалению,
into
она
exile.
ушла в изгнание.
But finally, you have
Но вот
arrived.
ты Спасибо.
You're welcome.
Всегда пожалуйста.
If you have any more questions, feel free to ask
Всегда
them.
есть вопросы.
When you're done, head
Как
outside.
закончишь,
They're
ступай
waiting for
наружу.
you.
Тебя там ждут.
Your birth is
Твое
quite the
рождение
event.
все еще событие. Так, расскажи мне о себе, что случилось с Сочи. Простой, я бессмертен. Буду ли я после меня новые люди? Кто такой Эпохим? Он говорил со мной во сне. Я готов идти.
Oh, one more thing.
О, вот еще.
Like all citizens
Как
of
и
New
все граждане
Jerusalem,
Нового
you have
Иерусалима,
access to the
у тебя есть
interface,
доступ
which you
к
can use to read the
где можно
news,
читать новости,
chat to your fellow citizens,
обращаться
and so on.
так далее.
It's a crucial tool,
Инструмент
and
крайне
modular too.
важный.
You can easily add new
Новые
functions.
функции и да.
Just
легко.
don't subscribe to
Только
too many newsletters at once.
Так, 33. Так. Ага, это номера. Просто хочу знать, какую там имя.
Look, it's 1K.
1К.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Добро пожаловать в Новый Иерусалим.
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
Меру пока не речь.
This should be interesting.
Я весь
At least give him a chance.
хоть шанс ему дайте.
Dear citizens
Дорогие
of
граждане
New
Нового
Jerusalem,
Иерусалима,
many years ago,
много
when
лет
the
назад,
founder
когда
stepped
Сочи
forth
вышла
from
из
the
симуляции,
simulation,
это место
this
лежало
was
в
a
руинах.
land of ruins. Our ancestors,
Наши
in their hubris,
прародители
undermined the natural foundations on
природные
which their
основы, на
world
которых
had
был
been built.
построен их мир.
Because of their arrogance,
Из-за
our
их
species found
замедленности
itself
наш
on the
вид
brink
оказался
of
в пороге
annihilation.
на пороге
The
вымирания.
founder
Зодчая
aimed to set
хотела
us on
направить
a
нас к
new
новому
course.
курсу.
You never even met
Ты
the founder.
Her vision
она
was of
представляла
a
Бога.
city, a new civilization that would know its
рамки
limits.
дозволят.
It would not repeat
Люди
the
не должны
mistakes
повторять
of the
ошибки
past,
прошлого.
nor impose
Не
its
должны
will on this earth.
насадать свою волю
To
на
that
всей
end,
земле.
she
Для
set
этого
the
Зодчая
great
и
goal
установила цель,
we
к
have been
которой мы
striving
стремимся.
towards.
1000
1,000 new
новых
humans.
людей.
And today we
Это
have...
сегодня и
Oh
наконец.
dear,
Что
what's
это?
that?
Сегодня и наконец.
People of New
Жители Нового
Jerusalem,
Иерусалима.
I am Prometheus, and I will
Проймите, я
reveal
покажу
that which was
вам
hidden.
сокрытое.
The flame has
Пламя
awoken and
пробудилось и
summons
оно
you.
призывает вас.
Who is brave
Кто
enough
из
to
вас
answer its
достаточно
call?
храбр, чтобы
We await
ответить?
you upon
Мы
our
будем ждать
island,
на вашей
where,
стороне. Где?
curse you, Pandora, you will not chain me
Не
again.
заковать меня вновь. Пролог. О, дивный новый мир. Ага, главный герой это фото под номером 1000.
I told you we should have investigated those energy
Говорю тебе,
readings.
что
And I told him there's
а
something
я
up with
говорю,
those
с теми
structures.
сооружениями что-то не
The
так.
mayor's just being
Мэр
cautious.
просто соблюдает
This
осторожность.
isn't caution,
Не только
it's
осторожность, а
stagnation.
стагнация.
Exploration? Too dangerous.
Исследовать
Expansion?
слишком
Too dangerous.
Слишком
We barely even
опасно.
scavenge
Даже
anymore.
ресурсы перестали
You call it
собирать.
stagnation,
Что
I call
называть
it balance.
стагнацией?
And I call you an idiot.
Ты идиот.
Here's a thought.
Как тебе
Try to
такая
be
идея?
a
Постарайся
little more
быть
diplomatic
чуть
when you talk
вежливее,
to the
когда
mayor.
будешь с мэром
See what I'm
говорить.
working with here, 1K?
Видишь, 1000.
I'm going to need a fresh pair of
Этой
eyes on this
экспедиции мне
expedition.
понадобится
Someone who
человек.
hasn't spent
Кто-то не
several
слушал
centuries
сотни
hearing
лет
about the
пропаганду о
goal
цели
and the
Зодчи и
founder
прочей
and all that
чепухи.
nonsense. If you're up for an adventure,
Если
Meet us at the conference room.
приходи к нам и в зал. Переговорный зал. Ой, случайно. А, это на правую кнопку мыши. Иосиф. Так, прийти на инструктаж. Самый верх.
All right, listen up. I know you're all having
Знаю,
fun
что вы
down
там
there,
все
but the grid
видели.
is
Но
overloaded
система опять
again,
перегружена,
so
так что
maybe you could
давайте
switch off
вырубайте
your
свои
personal consoles
персональные
or your
консоли.
lawnmowers
Ну,
or whatever the hell you've all
и что вам,
decided
черт
to
побери,
switch on
решили
all at
включить все
once.
сразу.
I might not be around to
Меня рядом
babysit
нет,
you for a
чтобы с
while, and
вами
you don't want
нянчиться, а
stuff
ведь
breaking while Pellegrino's in
сломать,
charge,
пока
do you? That's it.
Да.
That's it. Don't worry,
Так, не
1K.
волнуйся,
I see you there
я
in the
вижу тебя в
elevator.
лифте.
I'll have you moving again in a
С ним
jiffy.
вечно халупы.
Great way to start life in the
Отличное
city,
начало
huh?
жизни в городе, а?
What the hell is a jiffy?
Ну, что
These
за...
bloody language
Прокляты
libraries.
эти библиотеки. Библиотеки?
Hey,
Эй,
hold on there.
погоди-ка.
You're the newbie,
Ты что
aren't
ж,
ya?
ты же
Number
тысячный.
1000. I figured the dam would go
Мне
dry before we
сказали,
reached
что
the
там,
goal.
да,
I have a question.
вопрос у меня есть.
How does it feel to you to
Как
be
тебе
born with a
ощущение, что ты
randomized
родился
psyche
случайно
into a
с
society of
психикой,
autonomous thinking
честно
machines,
мыслящих
which so
машин,
much resemble
которые
their
до
long
того
extinct
похожи на
ancestors,
вымерших
they've
оборотней,
decided it's best that you're the last
прародителей,
one
которые бы
ever made?
после... Ну, 666, нифига себе.
Why?
Почему? Осознание, что я последний. Все это кажется, что... Все это не кажется мне реальным. Не знаю, что и думаю. Не могу объяснить. Мы схожи с нашими прародителями в том, что используем мозги, чтобы откладывать решение проблем.
It's kind of
У нас
frowned
тут
on to
особо
say
не принято
that sort
говорить
of thing
подобные
around
вещи.
here. But the truth is,
Но сказать
I
по
think
правде,
exactly
я
the same.
тоже...
but let's you and I keep that
Только
between
между
us,
нами
alright?
лады.
Now listen,
А теперь
this
слушай.
meeting
Наша
isn't
встреча
strictly
не случайна.
happenstance. I have some friends.
Есть у меня
The kind of
друзья.
people who like
Из
to
тех
know
людей,
what's
которым
going on
нравится
with
знать,
other
что
people.
происходит с другими
They
людьми.
think you can help each
Они
other
думают,
out.
что у тебя с-
Of course you
Ну,
are.
конечно.
You know how to use
Ты
the
уже
interface,
знаешь,
right?
что позже
I'll talk to my friends.
я поговорю
We'll
с
see if I
друзьями,
can't play
посмотрим, какая
matchmaker.
у меня сова.
And before you
И
go,
пока
a
не
word of
ушел
advice.
бесплатный совет.
Not everything around
Не
here
все
is how it
такие,
appears.
каким кажется на первый взгляд. Так, Байрон номер 7, нифига себе. Нейт 33.
Welcome. Do please join us at the
Прошу,
table.
присоедини. Когда я нажимаю на правую кнопку мыши, уже нет.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
И вот теперь мы здесь.
If we could
Давайте
focus on
вернемся
the
к
issue
насущим
at hand.
проблемам.
The issue at hand is not this one thing.
Возможно, я в тексте что-то перепутал, хотя
But
ладно.
this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick
Они
your head in the
перестают
sand,
существовать, когда
Herman.
ты прячешь голову
Or
в
under a
песок.
dome,
И
as
под
it were.
купол.
Let's not get sidetracked.
Давайте не
We're
будем
here to
отвлекаться.
solve
Мы
this
здесь, чтобы
puzzle,
решить
not to
эту
discuss
загадку, а не
philosophy.
вести философские споры.
Of course. I'm
Разумеется,
sorry you've
прости,
been
что
dragged
тебя
into this.
втянули.
I'm sure this sort of
Уверен, подобного
adventure
рода.
is the
Приключение
last thing you were
последних,
looking
чего ты
for on your
ожидал в свой
first
первый
day.
день.
Ha! See?
Вот
A
видишь?
fresh mind is open to the possibilities.
Открыто
Yakut,
ко всем.
I think it's time for the briefing.
All right, here we go.
Ладненько, поехали.
Nice to meet you, by the way,
Кстати,
1K.
приятель,
We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now, and at this point I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
Excellent.
Отлично.
This is gonna be fun.
Все будет весело.
Come meet us out on the landing
Когда
pad when you're
будет
ready.
готово, приходи к нам.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Оглядись вокруг. Соединяйся к экспедиции. Исследовать Новый Иерусалим. Не обязательно. Кстати, давайте
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
Говорят, что если исследуем Новый Иерусалим, то мы можем получить ачивку.
May the Founder be with you.
Стоп. Это, наверное, на азбуке Морзе. Интересно, это новый язык? Это какой-то новый язык. Так, массажный инструмент. Простой массажный инструмент. Понятно.
Hey, 1K.
May the founder be with you.
Готово.
So, what's the verdict?
Каков вердикт?
Are we going?
Отправимся?
I guess Byron was pretty
Байрон был
convincing.
крайне
Hmm?
убедителен.
Well,
Что
we'll
ж,
see. I just wonder how
посмотрим.
much of the
Интересно,
city is
поскольку
going to
все
fall
люди
apart while I'm
успевают
gone. Actually, we haven't been
Кстати,
formally
нас не
introduced.
представляли
I'm
официально.
Melville,
Я Мелвин,
New Jerusalem's only
единственный
decent
привидный
engineer.
инженер Нового
Saved
Иерусалима.
you from the elevator. Pleasure. Now
Очень
let's get this
приятно.
show on the
Ладно,
road.
пора
You ready to
выдвигаться в
go?
путь. Готов идти?
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path,
Ты выбираешь
a
опасный
path that will
путь,
demand
который
sacrifices.
потребует
But
жертв.
that, my child,
Но именно так
is how the
всё
future is built.
и строится будущее.
Wakey, wakey, robot people.
Подъем, товарищ
Say
Робот.
goodbye to Elohim
Попрощайся
and
и
say
Фортуна.
hello to the mysterious
И
island.
встречайте загадочный остров.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody megastructure. If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be
Я знал, что
exciting.
будет
Yakut,
интересно.
find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is incredible.
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And touchdown.
Первый акт.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Алькатрас.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
Здорово. Пойдем все исследовать зону. Нифига себе, тут даже фонарик.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics, blueprints, a manual would be great.
Найди чертежи.
Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
Вон так. Ух, нифига себе.
Golden gates.
Золотые ворота.
I wonder what's behind those.
Мне кажется, что-то особенное.
Has to be something special, right?
Так,
You know what would be special?
знаете, что
An
было
explanation.
объяснение?
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Выглядит
Have a look
древне.
around, 1K.
Окей. О,
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Oh.
понятно.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net? I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
только идти.
Where's the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
Фига себе, какая башня.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Нифига себе, тут даже есть зеленый.
Find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Даже появился зеленый цвет. Нормально.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
It's headed for the lake.
А, понятно. Так, теперь второе.
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
Готово.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this? A theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
А, точно.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above-ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
А, понятно. Фига себе, туда... А, тут даже есть функция, которая... Оказывается, там еще есть функция. Хитро. Даешь ли ты согласие на сборы передачи? Хороший выбор. Второй вопрос. Совершат ошибку они. Не на 100% точен. В принципе, это логично. Пятый вопрос. Так лучше если... Последний вопрос. Вот. Еще один вопрос. Личное. Так, выход. Пару.
Another set of golden gates.
Золотые ворота.
These must be connected to the
Они
ones near
должны
the
быть связаны
megastructure.
с теми, кто
There was a harder set of puzzles in the
симуляция тоже
simulation,
может
right?
особо сложно.
And maybe they're like that.
Может тут
I know
то же
1K
самое.
is probably like,
Понятно, ради
harder
всего
puzzles.
посложнее.
but to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
Без меня.
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking. A dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank. I'm recording right now. Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go... I have good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none. Whatever it is, we better be careful. The sheer amount of power required to run this place makes me nervous just to think about it.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
Ага, мы... Понятно.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or still evolving.
solution. Well done.
Его решение. Молодец. Потерянные лаборатории. Золотые ворота. Звезды. Основные загадки. Так, куда я попал? А, вот здесь.
Tell me, what did you make of New Jerusalem?
Иерусалим.
You're right. You're absolutely
Ты
right.
абсолютно прав.
We had such
И в
ambitions in
самом
the beginning.
начале мы были как
But now it's all turned inwards.
теперь
We've lost
замкнулись.
faith in ourselves, in
Мы
our
утеряли
humanity. All we need to do now is finish
Теперь
that dome,
остался лишь
and we'll be
завершить
trapped
купол, и
in our
будет завершена
perfectly neat little
наша
tomb.
маленькая и уютная. Хотя давайте лучше по порядку. Напугали.
Looks like Prometheus has given us a way to circumvent some of these puzzles.
So each puzzle has a backdoor. I guess the mythological Prometheus was kind of a trickster, so that tracks.
меня жизнь. Не дождали очи.
Melville, what did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
how did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
Фига себе. Что было?
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care, it is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
Взаимосвязь. Так, стоп. Это ж было. Независимость.
Seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
И последний.
very proud of you, 1K.
Пусть. Ага, туда же добавился зеленый цвет. Понятно. Нифига себе. О. О.
When the first man picked up the first stone, he did not do so to forge a tool. He did so to smite his brother.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation. This is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
I got it.
terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those were actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying.
Гаська, что это?
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
In the beginning, the gods shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection, the creator or the created? Different words may be spoken with the same breath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified? Fire may belong to the child, but the child will still burn itself. Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean? Those who desire hope should ask themselves why it was imprisoned with the world's evils. Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
We need to talk about what just happened. Thoughts?
I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam?
Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking. Was this a sentient being or some kind of recording? That doesn't necessarily mean that it's intelligent.
Let's assume for a moment that 1K is right, and it is intelligent in some sense. What really matters here is what it was trying to achieve by asking those questions.
Really? I didn't parse it that way. I thought she was just challenging you.
That's an interesting thought. There's clearly some sort of testing component to this place. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure.
Maybe, but why?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
That's the spirit. 1K, keep solving puzzles. The rest of you, as you were.
Ого, там что-то есть. Ого. Оказывается, это компас. А, понятно.
I think we're done here for now. Let's head over to the next site.
Отлично.
Odd. 1K solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
Here's another one of those monuments.
О.
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
О, тот самый старый добрый звук. Конец обсуждения. Спасибо, не знаю. Интересно, что?
Hey, 1K, how can I help you? Maybe they're for powering up the megastructure? Or maybe they just open it, like keys. Why? No idea. But aren't they gorgeous? Just incredible feats of engineering. I don't know who built this place, but whoever they were, they must have had a purpose. Making something so beautiful feels like a statement of intent.
А вот и заброшенная лаборатория.
This is very similar.
Check out the terminals. Maybe there's something that'll help us understand who built this place. They have to have left something behind.
Ага. Все выполнено, кроме золотых загадок. А, 3. Мне даже интересно, к чему это ведет. Как это получить? Как сделать так? Понятия не имею. Хотя с весом у меня почему-то кое-что интересно. Восток 2.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that 1K found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
О, а это что?
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
Хотя, если честно, мне вот этот портал напоминает портал Доктора Стрэнджа.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Вот это деактиватор обновлен. Армо.
Keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Ладно, давайте порешим четвертое. И на этом закончим.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting. So these monuments represent each of the entities.
Кстати. Ну что же. На сегодня мы можем заканчивать. Спасибо, что посмотрели мой стрим. Не знаю, выпущу я новые шортсы завтра или нет. На следующем стриме мы продолжим разгадать загадки. Всем удачи и всем пока!
From the